Well, my doctor didn't tell me about taking a GLP-1. Hi, I'm Dina. Welcome to my channel, Living Mosaic, and I'm here to show you and share with you my journey on a GLP-1. I'm currently taking Manjaro 2.5. I'm towards the end of my 5th week, and it's going really well. But I want to share with you what my doctor didn't tell me. I was taking went to my doctor early to mid July, and we were discussing my A1C and some other things. And my A1C one was high. It had been high for quite a while. I was kind of concerned about that. I did bring it up. I brought up the recent blood test that had been done, and my doctor suggested some natural ways because she knows that I do not like medication. I told her I was not going to take metformin. No way, no how. I didn't want to take that kind of stuff. I didn't really see it. I knew other people who had taken it. I didn't really see any kind of progress with them. And she offered me a sample pack, which was the 4 pens of Manjaro. She said, this will lower your A1C and it will help you lose weight. So I was like, okay, I trust you. I'll take it. You can put a prescription in for me. And I took it home. I let it sit. I did not do anything else with it for a few days. I did some research on Manjaro to find out what I was getting myself into before I even took the injection. So, finally deciding to take the injection after learning some things. My whole life changed. The very next day, I did not feel hungry at all. I was satiated. I didn't think about food. I did not want to eat. I had to force myself to eat, basically knowing that I needed nutrients in my body. You have to eat to stay well. I wanted to eat as healthy as possible if I was going to eat. And this is where doing the complete 180 came for me. I went from not eating breakfast. I didn't really care for breakfast, never have. Even to this day, I don't really care much about it. Not eating breakfast, eating my lunch by going out, hardly ever planning my meals, hardly ever taking my meals. And if I did, it wasn't that great. And drinking lemonade and sweet tea. So I already kind of stopped drinking soda pop and thought that I was being intentional by having more salads and things like that. That's fine. But it really wasn't what I needed when I was on the GLP-1. I needed to be able to change everything on Manjaro. And I did. I'm a pretty quick learner, and I realized fast that from what I was hearing in the research, I needed to have protein and fiber, lots of water to avoid any kind of major side effects, especially constipation. That was not something that I wanted to do. So I quit drinking sweet tea and lemonade. I stopped going out anywhere for lunch. I took the time in the evening to prepare meats and vegetables like zucchini, yellow squash, salads with tomatoes and cucumbers. And I would either have a nice salad with the meat in it, or I would have the vegetables on the side of my meat. But I would always have my meat. And I was tracking that protein because I wanted to make sure that I had the protein that I needed. At first, I think I started out at 88 grams, and then I did my own little research by asking AI with my height and weight what I should eat. I think at one point it was even like 100 and something, and then I was playing around with that. I was like, no, that's going to be way too much. 125 or more. I was like, I can't do that. I just knew because I couldn't eat it. I just could not eat it. Couldn't make myself eat it. Wasn't hungry, and I get full really fast. So I kind of stick around the 100-gram range of protein, and it's been really good. Fiber, I make sure I have fiber. I started out with 20 or 22 grams. I bumped that up to 25. I think shooting for 25 is really key for me, just to kind of make sure that I'm not going that route of constipation, and I'm drinking lots of water. I also am drinking 100 ounces of water a day. Within that range, I try to stay. If it's a little bit below, I try not to go low, but if I do, I don't, worry about it. And then if I go high, that's great too, like in 120 ounce or whatever. And that's kind of what my goals are. I shoot for those goals and I am tracking those goals to make sure that every day I'm putting my stuff in there and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But my doctor did not tell me about eating protein or getting fiber or avoiding side effects. She mentioned there were side effects that could happen, but there was no conversation about what to do to avoid it. I found out all this by doing my own research on YouTube and Google. Google. So I've really come a long way. I've learned a lot. And that's why I wanted to do my own YouTube channel because hopefully I could share with others and encourage others along the way. I really feel excited about taking this GLP-1. I've already lost 10 pounds and probably more since I've last weighed in. And that's only been not even a full 5 weeks. But my doctor didn't tell me what to look forward to. She didn't say anything about lose 2 pounds a week, lose 1.5 pounds a week. Don't expect it to be too much. We just didn't really go in depth. That's okay. I have a follow-up appointment with her, and I'm going to show my progress with her and just say how amazed I am by taking a GLP-1. I really feel like it's healing me from the inside out. And I was giving some thought to that today, and I was like, I can't believe that I really struggled my whole life with the food noise and trying to plan out my meals the whole day long. I would even, sometimes in the morning, and like I said, I'm not a breakfast eater, I would be on my way to work, and I would sometimes even just get breakfast through a drive-through. And I didn't even want it. I wasn't even wanting it, but I did it anyways. It's just the most bizarre thing. And I was thinking about how the people who don't have issues with food noise, they are not going to understand what it's like to have the food noise, to have the constant nagging of when, what, how you're going to eat. It's just crazy. And I truly feel like a part of me is healed, and it's something that I'm just super excited about. And it's something that I prayed about. Like, I'm really excited about having this opportunity to heal in this way and have something biochemically fixed inside that I didn't even know was broken. I always knew that there was something wrong with the weight struggle that I was having despite going to the gym, trying to go on keto and all these other things, which at the time I did keto. I had success, no doubt, but it totally reversed the moment I stopped eating keto. And it was really restrictive. I was doing a super restrictive keto, weighing everything, just weighing everything. So that's not something that I really want to do. I don't restrict myself on everything now. If I want something, I just have a bite of it, and that satisfies me. I'm like, okay, just a bite, and I'm good. My daughter made these pumpkin cookies. I'm not even a fan of pumpkin, but these were really good. They didn't taste like the whole all spicy pumpkin flavor thing, and they were kind of fluffy. And I had a cookie about that big. And it wasn't a crispy, it was more like a fluffy, kind of cakey cookie. It had like cinnamon sugar on top. I did track it and I did enjoy it, but one was plenty. It was kind of like an afternoon snack in between lunch and dinner. That was the first cookie I had had that had real sugar in it since I started GLP-1. I also try to maintain my calories. So I think I'm doing like a 1580 right now. And that's a deficit for me because I recall sitting and I could buy like a box of those little drums ice creams and I could eat, two, maybe three in concession. And I was thinking about that earlier and yesterday, and I was like, why? How in the world? And I've always had this weird thought process. Like anytime I try to get on track with a diet, I would be like, okay, I want to stop eating this, or that, and I want to start my new eating plan. But it would always be like a certain day. Like it would have to be a certain number of the month, like, I don't know, 1, 5, 15, 10. Usually the first was the big one. Like I was, oh yeah, the first of the month I'm gonna start over. Or it had to be like a specific day of the week, like Sunday or Monday. I don't know. It's just weird how I would think like that. And but sometimes these days or these dates, like they didn't come around. And it was just all for nothing. So it's just a big waste of time. In my mind, I was trying to like plan this special day or something, and I don't know. Didn't really work. But I don't know if you've struggled like that, if you've had those struggles where you're like, oh, I'm gonna start again. At the beginning of the month. Comment below if that's something that you've experienced. Comment below if you've sit and eat a whole pint of ice cream or, something like that. Just share your experience so that we can see that it's not just me or it's not just the other person, that other people are having this experience because we're not always given proper guidance by our doctors. And that can be a problem, but at the same time, I think giving us independence in a way to go out there and research ourselves and learn. And you're here for a reason. You're here watching this video, learning about my GLP-1 journey with Manjaro, and watch other people's videos to see what they say because everybody's different. Everybody's going to have their own experience. So I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that we're here for you. This is a wonderful community, a very supportive community, great people sharing their story. And it's always nice to go on there and see like what's on week 1, what's on week 2, what's happening with week 3 for this person. It's kind of like when you are find out you're pregnant and you get that what to expect when expecting book and you're seeing like every couple weeks what's going on or month by month. I mean, it's so much fun to do that. And it's kind of similar on this GLP-1 journey, looking and seeing what do I have to expect on this first week, on the second week, and so on and so forth. And then you see people that are 4, 5, 6 months out and they've lost so much weight and they look so great and they're so happy and it's just wonderful. That is so great to see. So I wanted to share my story because I'm a natural encourager. I feel like that is my talent, is just to be encouraging and supportive to other people. So I wanted to share this. Is a very vulnerable topic for people, and some people just aren't super comfortable sharing about how much they weigh or even what they look like, and they might even wait until they've trimmed down a little bit. I thought about all those things before starting my channel, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I am really just going to kind of get out there and make it happen. So I encourage you to get out there and do the same. Share, comment on these videos. Let us know what's going on. If you're having struggles, if you're new to GLP-1, let us know. Tell us what kind you take. Is it Zepbound? Is it Wegovy? Is it Mounjaro Ozempic? Either or. Share with us what's going on with you and just comment down below so we all can kind of take part in that conversation. And so at the end of my videos, I'm trying to do a thing called Living Self-Care Rally. And what that is like rallying together with some positive affirmation and just kind of very gently tapping in and telling yourself, I matter. I am valued. I am loved. I am a living mosaic. And yes, you are a living mosaic. And that's why I named my channel Living Mosaic, because I believe I'm a living mosaic because of everything that we experience in life. It's all these little pieces put together that make us this beautiful picture, this beautiful mosaic. And I believe that of you as well. Also, the Living Word Bible verse that I have for today, for those of you who are believers, hang with me on this. Living Mosaic, Living Word Bible verse is taking your thoughts captive. And that's from 2 Corinthians. We destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God and take every thought captive to obey Christ. And I chose that verse, taking your thoughts captive, because when I did my 180 from going from eating whatever I wanted to eating a real whole foods focused nutritional type of way, I took my thoughts captive. And the GLP-1 medication helped me do that as well. So I really feel like that kind of plays in to what's going on. So if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, join the community, join us here, and share your story. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye.